Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Bekah, this is Bekah's Bookshelves, and today I'm doing the DNF tag. I just need to apologise for this being filmed in my bedroom. I run a business from home and I'm currently in the process of doing a full stock take and also rearranging how everything is stored. So my little book nook where I normally film things is just blocked off basically. There's just boxes everywhere of stuff. So yeah, I'm having to hide up here in my bedroom and film this. Anyway, it's a little wobbly as well because the camera is on the laptop, which is on a box, which is on a bed. So please bear with me. Thank you to Emily from Novels. I can't say it. It's one of them days, sorry. Yeah, thanks Emily for tagging me in this. So I had a look at the questions and I have to say DNF is not my strong point at all. So the first question is, do you DNF? And I do. Very, 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 very rarely. But I do it. It has to be a book that really, really, really is, it's just words. Like, I'm just reading the words for the sake of reading the words and I can't even tell you what's going on for me to then consider DNF. I really do struggle with it big time and I probably should do more of it, but I have this thing, like this really like little nagging kind of thought at the back of my mind that kind of says, but what if you DNF it now and it turns out to be an amazing book and you never know? And yeah, I know that's really unlikely if it's like a real shit 1-star book that I'm considering giving up on. It's very unlikely that it's going to suddenly become an amazing read. But there's just this thought at the back of my mind. And also I hate wasting time. I am so busy constantly and time is so precious that I hate the thought of having wasted the time that I've read on the book so far. So I tend to like waste more time finishing it off. Oh God, there's no logic behind this, is there? Okay, so question 2. If you do DNF a book, does it count towards your monthly reads, or as in like how many books you read that month? No, it doesn't. Not at all. I am very like rigid in the thinking of, to read a book you have to read from page 1 to the end, and if you haven't read every single page of that book then you've not read it, have you? And that is it. There's just no getting around that logic at all. You've either read the book or you haven't read the book. Simple as. So, question 3, is there a difference between DNF and putting it down for a bit? Definitely a difference. There's been several books over the years that I guess you would call it maybe a soft DNF, maybe, I don't know. Basically books that I've just kind of put down for a while, and it's not that I hate them, it's just that maybe they're not quite grabbing me at that time, or something else distracts me, and so yeah, I put it down for a bit. I think the longest I've ever put a book down for, it was either 3 or 4 years. And actually I then couldn't pick it back up at the point where I put it down. I had to start the whole book again, and that I can tell you for a fact. I know I don't know the exact book, but I know the series, and it's not a book that I didn't like. It was just maybe, I don't even remember anymore, but maybe I just got distracted by something else. What popular book have you DNF'd? Right, yes, okay, so I think I've only DNF'd one popular book, and I say popular, I guess it depends if you're into that genre, and it's Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. I know it's a classic, and for somebody who loves dystopian sci-fi type stuff, you would think that I'd really enjoy it, but no. It bored me to tears, as did 1984 by George Orwell. And I purely think it's the writing and the language. I struggle with older books. That's why I don't read classics, because I just don't enjoy them. I can't connect with the writing at all. So yeah, I DNF'd Fahrenheit 451, and I think I was about 40% into that, so I'd gone a good way. So for me to then DNF that book at that point, it just kind of proves how much I really did not enjoy that book at all, because normally I would have just persevered, and I didn't. It was like a really big decision at the time. I remember like umming and ahhing over it for days, like, should I DNF it, should I not, should I just keep going? And then I'd kind of go, no, keep going, Bekah, it's okay. And I'd do like another, day, and then I'd be like, oh God, should I just give up? And in the end I thought, do you know what, just give up. There's other books out there that you are desperate to read. Let's just put this down and let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Anyway. Right. What book do you wish you had DNF'd? Okay, so George Orwell, 1984. And The Wasp Factory by Ian Banks. Again, that's another classic, or so I'm told. And that's like a horror type thing. I did not understand that story at all, in the slightest. I really should have just given up, but I didn't for some reason. I kept going. Do you know what? I think it's because people tell me that these are classics and they're loved by lots of people, and I kind of think, am I missing something here? Is it going to turn out to be good? And I keep going, and it's not. It's just a load of shite, and I just don't enjoy it. And then I think the only other one, More Than It Hurts You by Darwin Strauss. Now I did a vlog about this. I will kind of link it up there. Yeah, it was just... there's just no words. It was just pure... It was like there was a tiny bit of a storyline with all this bump around it, and it was just like, what? And I got the story of every single person that this man comes into contact with and all their backstory, and it just was not relevant to it at all, to the plot. It was just totally pointless, and I really was just reading words. But for some reason I decided to persevere, and I did finish that book and still gave it a 1 star. So I kind of just proved to myself I should have DNF'd it. Do you ever attempt to read a DNF? Not a definite DNF, because like I say, it's very rare that I do, and if I have, then there's a reason behind it. So no. But if it's something that I've just kind of put down for now, then definitely I will definitely go back and read those. What do you do with books you DNF? I do the same with them that I do with books that I've enjoyed but not my all-time favourites that I want to keep. And basically that is either just pass them on to somebody else or donate them to a charity shop. Because they're not my kind of thing, other people clearly do love some of them. So yeah, they just get passed on or donated. I don't do anything special with them. I don't burn them or rip them up or anything like that. They just get passed on. And the last question is, do you choose more or less risky titles because of your stance on DNF? Okay, so my stance is it takes a lot for me to DNF things. So you would think that might make me choose books that I am more certain of, that I will definitely love, and that they aren't books that I've thought, I'll give it a go. But no, it doesn't work like that. I literally will read almost anything. Like, I will read the back of a frigging cereal box if I've got no books around. Like, I'll read almost any genre. So no, I still just, the slightest bit of interest and I'll still read it. I don't kind of think, What if I don't like that and then I have to make the decision of DNF? I don't even think about it. I just go in and see what happens. And then the last bit left to do is to tag other people to do this tag. I haven't even thought about that yet. I'm clearly so organised today. So what I'm going to do is, whilst I am uploading this video to YouTube, I will have a think about who I want to tag and I will put it down below in the description. So yeah, they don't know yet, I don't know yet, nobody knows, no one's got a clue what's going on. That's how I roll. So thank you for watching. And I will see you in another pointless video sometime soon. Bye.